Okay, so very firstly today I would like to express my views over three of the topics. Let me familiarize you with those three of the topics. The very first topic named Martin Luther King, and the very second topic is about moods, our tempers, and the very third topic that is about the robot. Okay, so very firstly, you know what? Martin Luther, he was born on 15th January 1929, and very firstly, you know what? He used to fight against discrimination, and his fight was completely based on non-violence. Firstly, he was completely pleased with Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and so due to that fact, he used to just pursue non-violentness. And furthermore, you know what? What he saw that left him dumbstruck, failure, and a garden ever. Let me just give you a colorful account of what he saw. He saw that the black people, they weren't allowed to get inside the bus, which was of the public one. And furthermore, you know what, white people, they used to just settle over there. White people used to just sit inside the bus, and so due to that fact, the blacks one, they were no longer required to get inside that same sort of bus. And furthermore, you know what, the rights of the black people were completely violated in those olden days. And this is the true story about America. And furthermore, not only it used to happen over there, but also it happens all over the world. And very firstly, it used to take place over here as well. It used to take place in India as well. That's the fact. According to me, it has become a focal point of the attention to know about. It has become a matter of serious concern. It is a matter of regret as well, but let it be. And moreover, you know what, Martin Luther, he was a good man, and he was dead shot. And furthermore, you know what, Martin Luther used to work recklessly and rigorously for just getting the rights of the black people. And furthermore, you know what, when he was just 18 years old, so his dad used to just speak one of the stories to him. And in one sense, his dad used to relate one of the stories to him, and which was about a great singer. Firstly, a female, she was suffering from a serious problem, and she just wanted the blood. And since she was the great singer of America, so one of the ambulances used to just take place just before her residence for taking her. And that ambulance used to rush up to the hospital, but in vain, as the very first hospital used to deny, as firstly she was having a gawky complexion, so that hospital used to deny for just entry purposes. And very secondly, that same sort of hospital was for merely for the white people. And very secondly, you know what, the fact is that same singer, she was led up to the different sorts of hospitals, but in vain, as all hospitals they denied for entry purposes, as she was having a gawky complexion and obnoxious face as well. That was the fact. And so Martin Luther, he didn't try to get inside the public bus, which was for the white people. And in addition to, you know what, in the night time, merely white people, they were allowed to just roam on the streets. On the contrary, the dark people, they weren't allowed. And so Martin Luther, he used to fight quite much boldly and fearlessly and in the defiant manner against the white people. And he just wanted the complete rights of of all the black people. And furthermore, he used to feel disgust with the white people. He used to scorn at the white people. He used to watch out the white people with disdain as well. But let it be. Furthermore, you know what, today I read about this one, and even today I observed one thing, which is that today is 15th January. And in one sense, today, you know what, Martin Luther, he was born. And so in one sense, today it is itself the great day for me. But let it be. And in addition to the second topic, that is about our moods, our tempers. Okay, according to me, our temper, that is completely based on some of the things like our viands, delicacies. And the very second thing is completely about the colors. And the very third thing, that is about our ambience, our environment as well. Okay, very firstly, you know what, the oily delicacies and desserts, they they just gives us the obnoxious temper, even the touchy nature as well. And furthermore, you know what, it just enhances our anxiety as well. And furthermore, the colors, according to me, the black and even the dark blue color, these are couple of colors declines our self-esteem, our self-confidence. And not only these colors decline self-confidence, but also these colors are for the cold as well, according to me, cold weather. And secondly, nobody can put on these attires during the summer, as according to me, one would feel quite much awkward by just putting on those attires which are of black or dark blue in color. But let it be. And in addition to, you know what, some of the warm colors and even the bright colors, they are for lighten our temper, lighten our mood as well, and even they uplifts our mood in one sense. And in addition to, you know what, the fact is this, that the very third thing is that some of the colors, they helps for just increasing our irritation as well. The color named red color, that is for the bridals. And very secondly, red color, that is the symbol of sacredness as well. But red color, that increases anxiety, depression as well. And so according to me, one should try to put on red colors and one should try to avoid red colors. And I'm not agree with this commonly held view of some of the authors that red color, that enhances and even intensifies the irritability, anxiety and depressedness as well. And furthermore, the fact is this, that red color, that is my favorite one. And so I just switch over to put on red colors on the monthly basis. And furthermore, many a time I just try my level best to just put on the red color tires. And furthermore, whenever I just go to the market, so there I just explore the red colored communities. And furthermore, whenever I just switch over to buy earrings, so I just prefer the red ones out of all colored earrings. That's the fact. And furthermore, you know what, red color brings the joyness, gladness in our life. And even I read about the red color from my English language book, and there it was said completely that red color, that enhances the irritability and that is not the good for putting on purposes. And so according to me, it's quite much incorrect. And let it be. And the moment while I was reading about this one, so I felt completely crestfallen, effluvo and terribly despondent about that one. And furthermore, it sent a shiver down my spine. My blood ran cold. My heart skipped a beat. But let it be. Furthermore, you know what? I have been observing one thing quite keenly, which is that the shots, they reaches the apex within no time. And furthermore, according to me, sizable and innumerable people, they have been watching out my channel on the regular basis, but nobody has been taking an initiative for subscribing my channel or for liking my channel as well, or for liking any content of my channel as well. That's the fact. Furthermore, you know what, according to me, some people, they scorn at me, and so they are not switching over to subscribe my channel. And very firstly, my younger sister, she used to relate this, that I never seek subscribers, and even I never entry to the people for subscribing my channel. And so due to that fact, I have not been getting more and more subscribers. And according to me, that's the truth, that's the truth as well. And so now i I'm just trying my level best to just ask subscribers, so please subscribe my channel. Let it be. And furthermore, you know what, some people, they just tries their level best to uplift their temper. So for uplifting their own temper, they switches over to have the drugs, by the consultation of their bosom buddies, by the consultation of their foes as well, and by the consultation of those people who are belonging to the bad company as well. That's the fact. Furthermore, you know what, there are sizable and ample and numerous amounts of drugs which affects our body adversely. And according to me, the the pros of the drugs is that drugs increases the mood, in one sense uplifts the mood, and even gives the joyness as well, and it declines the anxiety up to certain extent. On the contrary, some drugs, they are for just giving anxiety to one. That's the fact. And in addition to, you know what, one loses the consciousness due to having drugs, and gradually that same person becomes addicted to drugs. That's the fact. And furthermore, drugs, they are of the handsome and hefty amounted. And in addition to, you know what, okay, very firstly, some of the drugs, they fetches the hormonal imbalances related problems. So I highly and strongly recommend that one shouldn't try to get addicted into drugs or in any sort of intoxicants like this one. But let it be. And very firstly, you know what, the thing is that today I was just watching out some of the horrorful shots, and at once I came across one of the horrorful shots, and there what I saw that left me dumbstruck, paler, and a garden ever. I saw that a man, he was having a white face, and his eyes, they were green in color. Furthermore, his lips, they were completely red in color, and in addition to, he was just singing a melodious song, and with which I was completely unfamiliarized, as that song was of different language and I know merely a couple of languages. The very first one is English, on the contrary the very second one is Hindi. But let it be. And very firstly, you know what, I watched out another one, and that used to contain one of the newses. That news was completely composed of a residence, and that residence is the real one that is situated and located in America. And nobody wanna just buy that one, and the owner of that same residence and habitual wanna sell that one for 8 crore rupees, merely for 8 crore rupees. And according to me, for the poor people, it's quite much high. You know what? That residence is quite much renowned one, and even renowned one and prominent one as well. And furthermore, the fact is that residence is quite much stately and big one. And very firstly, that residence consists of sizable and numerous and considerable rooms and washrooms as well. But there is a demerit, there is a cons. Due to that fact, nobody wanna buy that one, at least merely for 100 rupees. The fact is that same residence consisting of sizable and numerous dolls. Those dolls, they are like the ghost dolls, and very firstly, those dolls are consisting of the horrorful faces. And very secondly, those dolls are quite much short in size. And very thirdly, the fact is that each and every room consisting of those sorts of dolls, and furthermore, even the washroom that too contains those same sorts of dolls. And in addition to those dolls consisting of the white face and red tears and black or white something like that hair, black or white in one sense, black, white, blonde, or something like this one. And furthermore, those dolls are numerous in each and every room. Like in one room they are 50, and in per room they are 50. And the fact is that if one would like to just buy that same residence, so one would be required to just dwell among those dolls. And very firstly, if one tries the level best to just eliminate those dolls from the residence, so the owner, the real owner, would eliminate the buyer from that same residence, and the owner would give back the amount of money, which is the 8 crore, to the buyer. That's the fact. And even the owner, he never tries to spill the beans. He never tries to disclose about the fact of the dolls to any of the buyers. And so due to that fact, nobody wanna buy that same residence for 100 or for 1 rupees cost at all. And very secondly, that residence is the eye-catching one and heart-touching one as well, and that is white in color. And furthermore, that residence is pretty much awesome for satisfying all the needs of an individual. Let it be. Furthermore, you know what, when I was in grade 12, so my maths they used to get attracted to my hairs. Furthermore, to my hair, not to my hairs. And furthermore, they used to just ask me about the secret of the long hairs, and even they used to ask me the name of the shampoo which I switch over to apply. Furthermore, they used to ask me the oil, the hair oil which I switch over to apply. And furthermore, I never tried to look after my hair. I never try to look after my tuft, as very firstly, according to me, applying hair oils, it means that ruining the quality of hair, as hair oils, they are consisting of sizable and innumerable elements. And according to me, some elements, according to me, 50% of the elements, they are not good for our hairs, for our hair. On the contrary, the 50% of the elements, they are good for our hair. And so according to me, if one would like to apply hair oil, so one can, and I'm not denying anyone for applying hair oils. And furthermore, I'm not claiming this that each and everyone should try to apply hair oils. According to me, some hair oils, they are like this one. On the contrary, some hair oils, they are quite much good. They are like the blessing of the Lord, and so due to which one gets the long hair, even the shiny, even the bulky hair as well. And furthermore, some oils, they are quite much superior in quantity. On the contrary, some oils, they are quite much inferior in quantity and quality as well. That's the fact. And so I highly recommend to each and everyone to apply merely those oils which are good in characteristics, and very secondly, which are consisting of those ingredients which are quite much good for our hair. And very thirdly, we should try to apply the superior quantity and quality hair oil. But I never try to apply any, as firstly, whenever I try to apply hair oil on my tuft, so the hair oil that comes on my face, and so I just look like tragic and terrible. That's the fact. And even one day I was just washing out my face during the night time, and my elder sister, she observed me, and even she came across me at once, and thereafter she used to ask me that, you know what, why are you washing out your face? And very firstly, you know what, after washing out the face, you would be getting the oil again, as you have applied quite much oil on your hair. That's the fact. But let it be. And so nowadays, I'm firm my resolve of not applying hair oil, and I just switch over to apply the shampoo. And I don't want to disclose the name of that one, as nobody has been trying the level best to subscribe my channel. That's the fact. But very secondly, I just switches over to change the shampoos on the monthly basis. You know what? One day I switch over to apply one. On the contrary, the another day I switch over to apply another one. And so there is no fixed shampoo of mine. That's the fact. Let it be. And in addition to, the thing is that my third topic, that is about the robots. Okay, according to me, the robots, they can do jogging, even they can catch up on those household chores which one can catch up on. That's the fact. But there is a brief, no, not brief, but according to me, massive difference. There is a massive, stately, and innumerable and sizable difference between human beings and robots. As robots, they can catch up on some of the activities, they can catch upon the partial activities. On the contrary, we human beings, we can try to just catch upon those activities which are impractical and unrealistic for us to catch upon. That's the fact. And very firstly, human beings, they can go up to the moon. On the contrary, the robots, they can't. And furthermore, the amount of brain which we human beings are having, that is quite much large and stately as compared to the robots. Firstly, according to the robots, they are not having brains. And very firstly, they are just having battery, and so they run on the battery. That's the fact. And if the battery goes down, so the robots, they can't work like the human beings. That's the fact. But I know well versed that some robots, they can just act like the air hostess, or even some of the robots, they can talk to the human beings, even they can give them answers as well. That's the fact. Furthermore, some of the robots, they can walk, they can run, even they can give logical and regional and relevant answers to others as well. If, according to me, if one would ask something about something great from the robots, so the robots, they can give answers. And one day I was just watching out the first robot, and the first robot of India, and so the robot used to give answer, and even the interviewer used to ask one of the questions about life from that same robot, and so the robot used to give the correct answer of life to the interviewer. That's the fact. And very secondly, robots, they can catch up on any activity, like they can do business. Furthermore, they can work like the housewives. Thirdly, they can earn money as well. Fourthly, they can take interview from any person. Fifthly, they can fight boldly as well. Sixthly, some of the robots, they are quite much energetic one, so even their battery that declines quite later. That's the fact. But according to me, I've not seen any robot in my real life, and I've just observed robots, even robotic movements in the films, even on the YouTube channels as well. Let it be. Furthermore, today I was out one thing, which is that people, they have been watching all my shorts quite much. And very secondly, I got a comment. I want to disclose that one, which is that one of the boys used to remark at me that, you know what, I just want to say something, which is that don't try to give up, don't try to brush aside the thought of giving up speaking English. And so I just used to give a like to his comment, and that is the thing, that is the good thing according to me. And I would not try to give up speaking English. And very firstly, I adored that same comment of that same boy, and I'm quite unfamiliarized with that same boy. And very secondly, the fact is that I adore getting comments and reading comments on the regular basis. Unfortunately, to my utter dismay, I have not been getting more and more comments on the regular basis. So I just feel like quite much lonely. I just feel like quite much crestfallen, and even it sends a shiver on a spine. Furthermore, you know what? I just tries to shrug off the eerie feeling which persisted but current no eyes. That's the fact. But let it be. And furthermore, the fact is this, that today I was just looking for the tires, and my elder sister, she used to just relate to me that you should just explore your attires in your wardrobe, in your cupboard. Okay, very firstly, you know what? Some people, they call the wardrobe as the cupboard. On the contrary, some people, they just consider the attires as the wardrobes. That's the fact. But wardrobe, that too is known as the attires, robes, stuffs, and even that too is known as that one, the cupboard as well. Okay, so I used to just explore my attires over there, and but in vain. And at last, by hook or by crook, I used to just come across this same sort of attire, and so within no time I used to put on this one. That's the fact.